It is 17:12 on Saturday, June the 6th. Welcome back to my video series. I don't even know which episode this is. Actually, I think it's episode 54. But long time no video. I was off for a whole week. Crazy. I didn't know what to do with myself. I felt lost and I was severely depressed. I'm just joking. This isn't taters this time. We have some fries going in the air fryer. In the stove, or in the oven, we have chicken fingers. Oh, this is what I'm having, by the way. Chicken strips. Longo's chicken strips. So I've had the nugget version of these. That's what I've been eating lately. They weren't really chicken nuggets. They were more like chicken chunks. So I'm assuming these are going to taste the same, hopefully, because I really liked how the chicken chunks tasted. So hopefully these taste. There were a whole bunch of them in this package. I'm only having 3. And then fries wise, doing this, the Cavendish, going back to the Cavendish. So I had the Cavendish taters, that's what I've been eating, but now I went to the fries. This is the slim steak cut version of the fry. It's got a thing on the cover, the air fryer on the cover. It's kind of funny, I was in the grocery store today and I had bought 2 things of fries, versions of fries. There was a long lineup and I was waiting, and then I realized, I was looking at the back of the fries and I was like, oh, there's no directions for air fryer. So I went back to the frozen aisle and I grabbed 2 different kinds of fries that had air fryer directions. So this was not my initial choice, but this is what I ended up with. So we got 3 minutes left. By the way, yeah, so I didn't make a video in a week. I took a week off. And it's actually a really good thing that I took the week off, because this was quite the eventful week for bad reasons. So what's the deal? So I think my last video I had 4 chocolate bars. I believe that was a Saturday. The following night, I had 2 chocolate bars, and I didn't make a video. And I started getting an inflammation attack on the right side of my gum, on the bottom. I've had inflammation attacks in my mouth before, in my gums, for several years now. And so this one started to come. And these things are gradual, right? So they start off very weak, and then sometimes they get like really painful. Other times they don't get painful very much. However, it started on Sunday, and then by Monday night, it was really bad. So it got so bad, it was really painful. This was the worst one I've ever had in my mouth before, in my entire life, on Monday. At the peak of it, after supper, I was in so much discomfort and so much pain. I was sitting in my chair. I'm like, okay, I have to see what this looks like in the mirror. So I go into the bathroom mirror, and then I can't see anything because the lighting is so bad. So I bring my phone. I think I brought my phone initially anyway. So because I turned the light on the phone, and I open my mouth and I look in, and it's just down here in my gum is the darkest red ever. It's almost black. And I'm like shocked by how bad it looks. And also, I'm sitting in my chair and I can just taste blood. So it's like there's blood leaking out. I'm bleeding in my mouth. I didn't do anything to my mouth at all. This is just one of those, seemingly random inflammation attacks that I get. And this just so happened to be the worst one I've ever had in my mouth. I've had worse ones in other parts of my body, but the mouth one, this is the worst one I've ever had. And so, because I'm sitting in my chair at night, I can just taste the blood in my mouth. And every hour I go to the sink and I spit it out, and it's just dark red. It's all blood. So I'm like, oh my God. And these attacks are so stressful because you never know how painful it's going to get. So, you're always waiting. Okay, now this is the worst. It's going to get better now. It's going to get better after this. Oh, okay, it's going to get better after this. And it's just, you keep waiting for it to get better. And so Monday night, okay, there we go. The food is done. So what am I doing here? I got to put this down. I got to get my chicken chunks. And I'll continue with the super interesting story. Super interesting in quotation marks. Oven is off. Getting the chicken out. Chicken looks good. Chicken smells good. Okay. And I have to get the... Oh, God damn it. I forgot to friggin'... You gotta shake the basket. I forgot to shake the freaking basket again. Oh! I'm such an idiot. I didn't shake the basket, so I don't know if this is going to affect the taste of the fries or not. I mean, I don't think so. I don't think so. With these things, I can just like do this, right? Yeah, so those are the fries. Obviously. Okay, let's get my tongs. And here's the chicken. Obviously. Okay, let's make some room for the ketchup. I hope I didn't make too many fries. I don't think I did. These are very thin fries. You know, they're like slim cut, if you remember the bag. It said slim steak cut. So they're thin. The reason for that is, by the way, we're having scones for dessert. Tonight's the scone night. Like, look at this. Look at this. This is what I'm eating. I'm going to try to eat all 5 of them. 5 scones. Haven't had a scone episode in a while. So yeah, I kept having to go to the sink to clear out my mouth with blood. It was really painful too, by the way. And you know, it was getting to the point where I'm like, oh man, am I going to have to like seek medical help? Like, is this going to become a permanent problem? Like, is it never going to get better after this? Because whenever I get these attacks, they eventually get better. Like, the inflammation eventually dies down. And so I'm not in agony forever. And so I'm sitting in my chair. It's getting towards bedtime. By the way, what we're listening to, that's Cries from a Defective Mind, of course. You should know that by now. How many times have we listened to that song on this video series? Anyway, so when this happens, normally I friggin' forgot to turn the light off again. I'm such an idiot. I'm never gonna learn. Never gonna learn. Yeah, when these things happen in my mouth, normally they don't bleed on their own. The only time they bleed is when I brush my teeth, you know? So, there you go. That's a nice shot right there. So this was a weird situation here, a serious situation. Let's take some fries, see how the fries taste. Yeah, tastes good. I like them. Good. Yeah, I think this is the first time I've ever had frozen French fries in the air fryer. I've had the taters, but I haven't had the frozen French fries yet. So I've never had the chicken tenders. I've never had the chicken tenders yet, so hopefully they taste good as well. Oh man. Oh, this is really good. What a meal. This is a meal of champions. Yeah, normally it only bleeds when I brush my teeth. So this was concerning. Anyway, So I'm about to go to sleep. I brush my teeth. I'm very careful on this side of my mouth, on the bottom. And there's blood. But it seems like it's dying down. It's also like I can't move my mouth, you know? Or else it's really painful. Like when I was trying to spit out the blood, normally I have like a procedure that I do in order to get as much stuff out of my mouth as possible. But I couldn't do that because it was too painful. So I was trying to like spit without moving my mouth, you know? Without moving like my jaw. Anyway, I wake up the next morning. I brush my teeth. I mean, it's still sore. It's still sore, but I brushed my teeth and there was no blood. So I'm like, oh, okay, good. And then, so I was getting better. And right now it's totally fine. So, oh man. Okay, we might have to eat the fries first. I think they're getting, they don't retain their heat as much. By the way, I did have my my carrots, my baby carrots, before supper. So I bought 5 bags of carrots. I went to the grocery store today. I bought 5 bags of baby carrots. I split each bag into 3. And so I'm just gonna eat them every day now, regardless of what I have for supper. So it's gonna be my post afternoon walk snack. I have to try and eat 5 scones. I don't know if this is going to be too much food. The fries are good though, so I'm happy with the fries. I did not add any extra salt. And they're still fairly tasty. Ugh. All right, let's finish off these chicken strips. So I mentioned I was going to see how much weight I could lose while I was off. And because I was going to go on my usual diet, but I guess I lied. I did not go to my usual diet. I actually had 2 chocolate bars every night for dessert. So I was still slightly excessive, though I did lose weight. I went down to 133. So I guess the chocolate bar diet works as well, just as good as the cake diet. Just joking. Yeah, I really don't know how much to eat here, how much I should have made. I may have made too much. Either way, it's going to be a good meal and a good dessert. I still have taters in the freezer. I also still have those Jane's chicken chunks that I haven't even started yet, and the chicken nuggets. So I got plenty of stuff to go around. I think I just totally drooled. Did you see that? That was probably really gross. Well, that was really good. I had two Betty every single day this week. Because my tooth issues, I didn't want my tooth issue, or not my tooth, but my gum issue, I wanted to stick with the two Betty because I thought that was going to be easier on my gums for some reason. I don't know why. So I have to rinse this plate. Got to bring the scones over. Got to get some milk as well. And I'll continue talking. So I mentioned I went to the grocery store today. And so I basically have my next like 2 weeks plus planned out. I didn't get a whole lot of stuff at the grocery store. However, I did get one incredibly important item. Well, a couple incredibly important items. But basically what happened today at the grocery store determined what I'm going to be doing later this week. So I'm going to go back into town and I'm going to grab a whole bunch of stuff. So I'm going to have another outing, another excursion out in the city. I'm going to make another video on location and I'm going to bring a bunch of stuff home. I'm going to go to 2 grocery stores. I know I said that I wanted to get a bunch of cereal, like a bunch of regular cereal, as opposed to the cereal that I ate recently. But I've decided against that. I shouldn't have cereal just in case the cereal was sort of, I don't know what triggered my attack in my gum. Maybe it was the candy episode. Maybe it was the cereal episode, because the thing about cereal, especially with the flavors that I got, some of them were very sugary, and so it can be quite easy for that sugary milk to make its way over to the right side of my mouth, where I have those unfilled cavities, you know? And so that might be the reason. Oh, by the way, yeah, it wasn't just my mouth either. I was getting attacks on like other areas of my body. My arm has been killing me. It's still killing me. My leg was killing me. When I was in bed, I had to be so careful how I would move in bed, or else it was like knife stabbing pains. There was a point to all this. What was I saying? I was saying something. Yeah, so I went to so before we have the scones, I want to show you something else as well. Something that I got at the grocery store, because I think you'll enjoy it. So let's just put this stuff to the side for now. Here's the scones again. Sconesy cider. Look at that. Looky at that. That is my life very shortly. That is going to be my life. And just wait a few seconds until I show you what I'm about to show you. So I have to have the scones tonight, but I did get something else for tomorrow. Check this out. I bought a cake. Not only that, but I also bought this cake container on Amazon. Since I'm eating cake all the time, I figured let's just get like something dedicated to cake. Like, look at this. Look at this. Look at how amazing that looks. So this is the banana chocolate cake. from by La Roca. And so it's banana on the inside. It's like a banana vanilla cake. And then it has chocolate cream cheese icing, and it has chocolate shavings on the sides. It has these like chocolate, almost like Hershey Kisses on the edges. And then on the middle, on the top, it has these chocolate shavings like bark with white and dark chocolate. Oh man. So I found this at the grocery store. And so I still have 2 more cakes to get after this. So I'm going to have this tomorrow. I'm going to start having this tomorrow. Not only that, but I also bought, because I was worried, I was worried that this might not be chocolate enough, because I'm a chocoholic, even though it looks chocolate on the outside, it's all banana and vanilla on the inside. So I was a little worried that it wouldn't be chocolatey enough. So I also bought a Longo's brownie, and I'm going to have a little bit of the brownie with the cake each day. So that's going to be just absolute decadence. So I'm super happy with that. And I'm super happy with this container. The container's awesome. And so theoretically, I should be able to use the container at least 2 more times. Actually, there's this other, I didn't get cutlery, what the heck? There's this other cake that I think I should get there. I've seen it multiple times now. It's like a chocolate cream cake. So I really, really want to get that. I also want to ask about other cakes that they might have. The only thing is, I only get groceries twice a week. So this is, I don't know how long into the future I have to do this, because I'm going to be stopping this video series soonish. However, going to the grocery store today determined what I'm going to be doing this week. So I'm going to try to go into town on Friday. Okay, so obviously you can't see this. Let's bring this over here. Maybe you can see it a little. Oh yeah, you can totally see it right there. So I'm going to try and go on Friday. So tonight, having scones. Tomorrow, so Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm going to have cake, hopefully. So by the way, the cake is 1.4 kilograms. So it's 1,400 grams. So if you split that in half, I think I did that. What was it? 375, I think? 375 grams? No, that can't be true. Either way, it's over 350. It must be 350. Yeah, 350. What am I talking about? Because 700 times 2 is 1,400. So what was I saying? Yeah. So, I mean, that's a lot. 350 grams for a quarter of the cake. So if I split the cake into 4, I'll have it for 4 days. Best before date is the 10th. And so today's the 6th. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. What am I doing? 6, so 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 4 days right there. So the last day I have cake is the best before date. What was I going to say? I don't know what I was. I feel like I had something to say about that, but obviously I trailed off. So I really hope that I can eat all this. Yeah, I really wanted to eat the cake, obviously, but I also wanted to do the scones, and so I have to do the scones first, because the cake is multiple days. Oh my God. How am I going to eat all this? My thought process was, one of those donut episodes, I ate 7 donuts one day. And so, that day I went into town. I can't remember if it was the day that I had a small pizza for lunch or if it was the day that I had the fried chicken tenders and the mini chicken sandwich and the slice of pizza for lunch. It was one of those 2 days. But either way, I had one of those 2 lunches. And then for supper, I had a big plate of Indian food. And then for dessert, I had 7 donuts. So I'm assuming that one donut is similar in size to this. I think these are like slightly bigger, maybe not, but if I can eat 7 donuts, maybe I can eat 5 scones. So look at these beautiful scones. These are absolutely beautiful. Beautiful. Question is, how am I going to do this? I think I've eaten these scones on video before, multiple times now. So I've had all of these scones before, except for this one right here. Okay, I'll show you right here. So this one is the cinnamon scone. I've never had the cinnamon scone before. This is new content. So I'm looking forward to having that. Especially after I had those 2-bite mini croissants, the cinnamon croissants and the chocolate ones. The cinnamon ones made me really want to try this. So this is the new one. This one is the blueberry lemon scone with, I think this one also has white chocolate chips. So let's turn it around. This one is the triple chocolate scone, obviously. This is my favorite scone ever. This also has white chocolate chips. It also has other chocolate. This is the apple pie scone. This one I believe also has some cinnamon in it. This one's very decadent. And this one is the raspberry scone. This one has raspberry. I think it also has white chocolate chips. Now, all of these, so the chocolate one, the apple pie one, and the blueberry one, so these 3 right here, they have an icing, like a light glaze on them. Whereas it seems like the cinnamon and the raspberry are glazeless. They're unglazed. So one thing I think I'd like to do today for this one is to have a bite. Normally I would nuke these in the microwave, but I think I want to have a bite of them pre-nuke, just as a baseline, I guess. Okay, so what should I do here? Do I seriously have like this one first? What is this one? This is the cinnamon. Oh man. Oh, that tastes good. Yeah, that's gonna taste amazing nuked. Okay, so let's have some of the blueberry lemon. Now, the first time I had the blueberry lemon, I could not taste lemon, and it was really good. The second time I could taste the lemon, it still tasted good. I don't know what this time is. I can smell the lemon. Yeah, it tastes good. All their scones are really good. So let's have the raspberry one. Oh man. Ooh. Good God. Now let's try the apple pie one. The apple pie one I thought was very decadent, and it tastes even better than normal apple pie. Oh, goodness gracious. Golly gee. I swear I'm not that old, but I am old. Okay, now the chocolate one, triple chocolate. Oh man. So they do taste good without nuking them. I'm just wondering if I should have one more bite. I'm gonna have one more bite pre-nuke. One more bite pre-nuke. How about that? Yeah, the cinnamon one's really good. Yeah, I'm not sure why they added lemon to the blueberry one. I do taste the lemon again this time. But yeah, I'm a huge blueberry fan. It still tastes really good. Man, this is really good. Oh my God. So, am I going to be able to eat all this or what? I'm not sure. All right, now we stick them in the microwave. Now, I don't know how long to put them in for, because there are 5 of them. 5 of them, 5 scones. Like, is 30 seconds too long? It might be. I think I'll try 25. I did 30. I hope this isn't too much. You know, I'm thinking about when I was having the 2-bite croissants. I would put 4 on a plate, and I would put it in for 22 seconds. And these scones are bigger than the croissants. However, maybe I'll stop it at 5 seconds left, and I'll check the temperature. Okay, I'll leave it like this. I'll see how this does. So we're in for a bunch of decadent days. Decadent desserts. Do they look different? I think, yeah, they're slightly melty. You can see the chocolate one's slightly melty on the inside there. Yeah, they're softer for sure. Okay, so I should try and eat quickly now. Right? While they're warm? I think I can put them in for longer. Oh my God. So good. I might put them in again after I take a bite of each. Oh my God. Ridiculous. Ridiculous scones. Oh my God. This is like so good. So unbelievably good. Oh my God. Now, So they can be nuked a little more. Should I put it? Yeah. I'll put it for 10 more seconds. Oh, these are like ridiculous. This is the most I've ever eaten of the scone wise. Prior to today, the most scones I've had was 3. And it was kind of tricky to eat 3, so I don't know what I'm thinking. Like I'm going to be able to eat 5 of them. However, I have been eating quite a lot over the last 3 months now. Episode 54. Yikes. All right, so let's see now. I don't even know if this made it warmer. However, they still taste really good. Oh, I had a nice raspberry there. This is my favorite one, the chocolate one. Oh. I don't know if I can eat all this, man. Can I have like 1 bite each? 1 more bite each? I can probably do that. This raspberry one is probably the biggest. There's still a nice chunk left of it. I really don't think I can eat all this. Oh my God. Okay. So, can I eat 1 more bite of each? I'll try. They're gonna have to be smaller bites though. Yeah, this is probably going to be it after this. Oh my God. Oh. All right, theoretically, one more bite. So when you put all the pieces like that, there might be like one scone left. I don't know, maybe a little more than one scone. So you could say that I ate around 4 scones there. Oh my God. I'm definitely full though. I should not eat any more after this. Oh. All right, let's get some water. I haven't eaten like this in a few days. I mean, yeah, I've had 2 chocolate bars for dessert, but this is taking it to another level. Yeah, I may have had too much supper as well. Okay, so give me 1 second. I do have a couple more things to say. I guess I can. No. I'll put this away. Holy moly. All right. By the way, this notebook here, this is where I would write all my comedy sketches. And then I would rip out the page. When I was going to record the scenes, I'd stick the page in my pocket. And so there's a whole bunch of missing pages now. And they're all over there. I still have all of them over there. Those are going to be worth money someday. Just kidding. So, okay, well that was really good. That was amazing. I think I stopped at the perfect time because I don't feel like I necessarily ate too much at the moment, though I did eat a lot. Now, what I wanted to say was, what did I want to say? I wanted to talk about me going into town. So I'm assuming I'm going to go into town on Friday. Friday or Thursday, preferably Friday. That means I can have a day off on Thursday to prepare myself for going into town. Let's just put this up a little. So yeah, today was scones. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Wait. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I can count with my fingers. No. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah, not Thursday. Gonna have cake. Hopefully it tastes good. That's the whole thing. It depends on if it tastes good. Cake and brownies. So I'm thinking, for supper tomorrow, maybe I'll just have 2 chicken strips, and I'll have less fries as well. I might try the other fries that I bought as well, but I should have a smaller supper to prepare myself. Anyway, so because of what I bought today at the grocery store, it determined what I'm going to buy when I go into town this coming week. So I started writing down my items in my notebook here. So I have it right here. So I'll just tell you my plan. So I want to go back into town. Unfortunately, we're not going to do any more cereal. However, I got a replacement for the cereal. I actually got 2 replacements for the cereal. So I'm going to go into town. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Hero Burger. I'm going to go back to Hero Burger. I want to get another smash burger. Maybe I'll sit back for this segment. I want to get another smash burger. That's what I had, the smash burger last time I was in town. It was amazing. So I'm going to get the smash burger. Not only that, but I also, apparently they have poutine. So I'm going to get a poutine as well. Now, I probably won't eat the entire poutine. I'm just going to have like a taste, because I don't want to have a huge lunch, because I have something planned for supper and for dessert. So, and then after making my video for lunch, I'm going to go to the Superstore, which is a grocery store that I've been to, and I'm going to get some 2-bite brownies. I probably, I might get some more croissants, but I might not. Since I've already made multiple croissant videos, maybe I won't. They do have these muffins. These muffins look really good. They have a chocolate version and they have a chocolate chip version. The chocolate chip is just like a regular muffin. The chocolate version is like a double chocolate one. So the muffin part is chocolate as well. And then it also has chocolate chips. So I think I'll try the muffins. What else? Yeah, and so, yeah, now for the things that I'm going to replace the cereal with. So one of the ideas I had was to do a mac and cheese taste test. So I get a bunch of different flavors, like Kraft Dinner, and there are other brands. And I would just get a bunch of those. And now this would be different than a normal taste test, so I won't make them all at the same time. This is something where I will have 1 box per night, and that'll be my meal. And then I'll have like a dessert after that. And so actually I bought 2 mac and cheeses boxes today at the grocery store, because I wasn't sure. I got some brand that I wasn't sure was going to be available at the Superstore. And I've never seen it before. I've never tried it before. So I thought I'd better get it while I'm here at Longo's. And so yeah. And then I'm going to get Kraft Dinner. I'm going to get the President's Choice. I'm going to get Annie's. I've never had Annie's. So there are options. So that should be fun. That'll also cover my suppers. So that's really good. And it will be a taste test over multiple days. So that's kind of interesting as well, I think. And I'm sure I'll like all of them, and it'll be a decent supper. And the other idea I had for replacing the cereal was cookies. Those just your normal boxed or bagged cookies. So stuff like Oreos, Chips Ahoy. There are these fudge cookies by Dare that I want to try. There are Fudgios that I want to try. President's Choice has some, and that might be it. I'm not sure. But these are things, because I don't buy cookies anymore because I was making my own. But I've had tons of cookies in my lifetime from, the prepackaged ones. So that'll be a nice nostalgic meal as well as mac and cheese, because I've eaten tons of mac and cheese over my lifetime, though I don't have it anymore, but I have. And so that's what I'm getting at the Superstore. And then after the Superstore, I'm going to go to the other Longo's. This is the Longo's in Milton, not the one that I normally go to, not the one I went to today. This is a different one. And I think it's slightly bigger. So what I want to get there, I want to get another cake. I want to look for another cake. So the other 2 cakes that I'm looking for are the Oreo cheesecake and the chocolate truffle cake, both by La Roca. So hopefully that Longo's will have one of them. If not, then I might I'll probably get a different kind of cake. Not one of the full-size ones if they don't have it. If they don't have the cakes I'm looking for, I'll probably just get like the smaller version of the brownie chocolate cheesecake, or one of the longest cakes or something. Maybe I'll get the chocolate cream cake. Yeah, chocolate cream cake, I don't know. But that's something. I also want to get some more brownies, like another thing of brownies from Longo's. That all depends on the breast before date. The best before date. And oh yeah, I also want to get some of the cookies from the Longo's bakery. Not like the prepackaged ones like Oreos and all that stuff. In the Longo's bakery, I think it's the ones that I had on video actually early in the video series, because they have multiple different kinds of bakery style cookies, and so I would I guess I would add that to the cookie taste test. And so that's going to be my outing, my excursion. Oh, and not only that, but actually, yeah, before I go to Longo's, because I'm going to go back to Pizza Nova. That's in the Superstore Plaza. And I'm going to order a party pizza. So that's one of those big rectangle pizzas. It's 21 inches by 15, I think. It has 24 slices. I'm going to get thin crust this time. I've never had their thin crust pizza, but hopefully, I really like their pizza, so hopefully it'll taste fine. And I think, I was debating on having half of the pizza half the pizza some other, like toppings wise. I would switch it up, but I think I'm just going to get the same toppings on the entire pizza. So I'm going to get bacon, chicken, sausage, and mushrooms. So that's like your top tier Pizza Nova pizza. So I'm really looking forward to that. And I'm going to have that for supper, not the entire pizza, obviously. I'm going to have, 24 pieces. I'm going to split that into 6. I'm going to split it. I'm going to split it into 4, and I'm going to have 6 pieces per night. That's what I'm assuming is going to happen. So apparently, so it shows you how many calories are per slice when you go on their website. And apparently with this party pizza, there's slightly more calories per slice compared with the small pizza that I've already eaten. So what? So, though, wait a minute. Actually, I think that's not true anymore, because now I'm getting thin crust. Thin crust has 30 less calories than normal crust, so per slice. So I think it's going to be like the same as when I ate the small pizzas. So that should be pretty exciting. Now, this might be my last excursion out into the city. I'm not sure, because I'm going to have to start winding down this video series, because I can't keep eating like this. So, but I have the next several days planned, and then I have to go into town, and then, but yeah, we're getting towards the end here. So tomorrow, cake day. This is the banana chocolate cake plus the brownies, and so tomorrow, hopefully, I'm able to eat a little more. Yeah, I'm gonna have slightly less of a supper, and so stay tuned for tomorrow.